Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
A 2-yard gain.
Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
21, Ezekiel.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 24. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
6 makes it 3rd and 2.
Hill now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Hill. Flushed out right. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. The RPO, that's complete right side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. On 4th down, Hill got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Score Jaguars 7, Titans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They're going to look to throw.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Laviska Chenault, the intended target. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. A long ways to go here on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. Fourth down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In on the tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, Guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
The Titans, first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The other Celts. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's good for another Jackson.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run with Barkley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. From the gun, here's Hill. Able to find Isabella. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And 6 at the 18-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
A yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd, Hill. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. To throw is Hill. This is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over 1st and...
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with Hines. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 23. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
45-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Hill looks to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. Touchdown, Jaguars! Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Titans 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
On the tackle.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 36-yard line.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Thomas.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
At their own 1 yard.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
No, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of 1st downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not...
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Titans. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Jaguars.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Second and 5. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44, Hill got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And 2 at the Titans' 14-yard line.
On second down, here's Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Barkley.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Titans 24. Jaguars 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 34-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. They'll go to Barkley again. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They snap it on 4th to Hill. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Titans 31, Jaguars 14. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One last throw here for Hill. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Titans, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sport.